We had updates on 7 Milestone properties in May, plus we have an exclusive sneak peek for you this month too. May saw 2 new coming soon, 3 new listings, 3 price changes, 2 new contracts, and 3 closings. I'm Jed Williams with Hagan Realty, and if you're living or looking in Germantown, there is no better place to keep up with what's going down in real estate than right here. So let's get moving. We'll start off with 21410 Emerald Drive, a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath with 2,400 square feet. It was coming soon and then active back in March, priced at $749,999. It went under contract in April on its 28th day on market and closed on May 14th for $735,500, less $2,000 in closing cost help, $16,500 below its list price. 21523 Foxfield Circle, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and just over 3,000 square feet above grade. It listed in the middle of March for $925,000 and went under contract in April on its 18th day on market. Closing was May 8th for its full list price. 2 doors down, we have 21527 Foxfield Circle, a 3,400 square foot 5-bedroom with 4.5 baths. That was coming soon on the 27th and active on the 29th, listed for $950,000. 21310 Purple Aster Court is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,800 square foot colonial that they listed at just under 2,600 square feet. Not sure why. It popped up as coming soon in mid-February and went active just before month end, listed at $835,000. They dropped their price by $15,000 in March, and that seemed to do the trick because they went under contract shortly thereafter on their 28th day on market. It spent the whole month of April under contract and finally closed on May 1st for $800,000, $35,000 below their original list price. 12119 Red Admiral Way is a 3,400 square foot 4-bedroom with 4.5 baths. It went straight to active on May 6th, priced at $970,000 and under contract after a week on the market. It's due to close in June for what might very well be the highest price in Milestone in a while. So be sure to check back next month for what they actually got. And then we have 8 Royal Crown Court, which is a 2,300 square foot 4-bedroom, 2.5 baths. They were coming soon on the 18th and active on the 21st, priced at $760,000. They dropped their price by $10,000 on the 26th and went under contract on the 29th after 9 days on market. And then we come to 12125 Songbird Lane. And what an epic and tragic song this one has been singing. The property is a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,500 square foot colonial that listed for $765,000 back in, wait for it, September, and has had 13, a baker's dozen price changes since then. Now, they did eventually go under contract at the tail end of January after 140 days on market. They spent the entire month of February that way and the entire month of March that way and most of April. But on the 24th, they gave up and put the house in temporarily off-market status. They increased the price from $715,000 to $750,000 on May 4th, but stayed off the market. And then they put it back on the market on the 18th, dropping the price back to $715,000. But that only lasted a few days before they pulled it back off the market on the 21st. 144 days on the market, 85 days under contract, and 33 days temporarily off the market, with 13 price changes along the way. If you have no idea what to make of this one, you're certainly not alone. All I can say is, Milestone, who you hire to sell your home matters. And with that, we have our sneak peek for the month. 12521 Royal Crown Drive. It's a 2,400 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath colonial that I'll be listing later this month. Be sure to be checking your mail for our invitation to the open house. We cater our opens, so come hungry. Now let's shift to a wider look at the Germantown market. Prices have continued their downward trend. Year over year, prices turned negative back in October and are now at negative 2.6% year over year in May. The decline is definitely leveling out, but at this point, prices are 2.85% off their peak. On a $700,000 house, that's $20,000. New listings were up 10% from last year, and so were contracts. Closings were down 18% year over year, but that really has more to do with April than it does with May. Time on market took a bit of a hit, with the median time to contract at 9 days and the average at 23, which is almost a week longer on average than it was taking last year. The listing failure rate, though, is pretty rough. 22% of properties coming off the market in Germantown in May had failed to sell. That's a concerning number for the peak of the spring selling season. As for mortgages, the average 30-year fixed-rate loan actually dropped below the 6% mark at the end of February, but they ended May at 6.56%, up 10 basis points from the month before. That's not exactly good news, but at least it's better than the 6.75% mark it hit mid-month. Prices are down. Inventory is increasing. Homes are sitting on the market for longer, and almost 1 in 4 listings is failing to sell. This is not the most favorable spring market I've ever seen, that's for sure, which is exactly why who you hire to sell your home matters. 22% of Germantown listings are failing to sell. Hagan Realty's failure rate is just 3%. And that is just one of many reasons why hiring Hagan Realty is always your best move. So remember, if you or one of your friends or neighbors are looking to buy or sell, give me and my team a call. I'm Jed Williams with Hagan Realty. In Milestone, you'll be moved.